In this screencast, we're going to take a look at documents 4, 5, and 7 from our Dbq assignment for the Revolutions. This here is document 4, and this is an excerpt from the Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen, approved by the National Assembly of France on August 26, 1789. The representatives of the French people, organized as a national assembly, which is their government, believing that the ignorance, neglect, or contempt, or hatred of the rights of man are the sole cause of public calamities or problems, and of the corruption of governments. We have determined to set forth in a solemn, serious declaration the natural, unalienable, meaning you can't take them away, and sacred rights of man. The National Assembly recognizes and proclaims, in the presence and under the auspices of the Supreme Being, the following rights of man and of the citizen. So here are the rights that they are saying they believe in for all people. Men are born and remain free and equal in rights. Social distinctions or differences may be founded only upon the general good. Number 2, the aim of all political association is the preservation, or in order to keep, the natural and imprescriptible rights of man. These rights are liberty, property, security, and resistance to oppression. Number 6, law is the expression of the general will. The general will means what the people believe, what the people want. Every citizen has a right to participate personally or through his representative in its foundation. It must be the same for all, whether it protects or punishes. All citizens, being equal in the eyes of the law, are equally eligible to all dignities and to all public positions and occupations, according to their abilities, and without distinction, except that of their virtues and talents. Everyone has the same chance and opportunity. Number 11, the free communication of ideas and opinions is one of the most precious of the rights of man. Every citizen may, accordingly, speak, write, and print with freedom. This is freedom of speech, but shall be responsible for such abuses of this freedom as shall be defined by law. If you abuse the right, you're held responsible. Number 13, a common contribution is essential. A common contribution is essential for the maintenance of the public forces and for the cost of administration. This should be equitably or equally distributed among all the citizens in proportion to their means. This is talking about taxes. A common contribution would be what the people contribute to the government to maintain public forces or public army and to pay for their administration. So how the government would receive their money from the people should be equitably or equally distributed among the people. Okay, this is document number 5, and document number 5 is a statement by Father Hidalgo from who we studied during when we were looking at the Mexican War for Independence. This is called the Grito de Dolores, which is cry of pains or cry of sorrows from the year 1810. And he says, "My friends and countrymen, neither the king nor tribes exist for us any longer. We have borne this shameful tax, which only suits slaves, for 3 centuries, as a sign of tyranny and servitude. A terrible stain which we shall know how to wash away with our efforts. The moment of our freedom has arrived, the hour of our liberty has struck, and if you recognize its great value, you will help me defend it from the ambitious grasp of the tyrants. Only a few hours remain before you see me at the head of the men who take pride in being free. I invite you to fulfill this obligation, and so, without a patria, nor liberty, we shall always be at a great distance from true happiness. Patria is a homeland, or your own country. It has been imperative to take this step, as now you know, and to begin this has been necessary. The cause is holy, and God will protect it. The arrangements are hastily being made, and for that reason, I will not have the satisfaction of talking to you any longer. Long live, then, the Virgin of Guadalupe. Long live America, for which we are going to fight. And so here's document 6, which you can take a look at on your own. But this is an engraving published in 1805, 1 year after the end of the Haitian Revolution, and it's entitled "Revenge Taken by the Black Army for the Cruelties Practiced on Them by the French." And here is document number 7. And here in document 7, this comes from Saint-Domingue, or Haiti, in 1789. So this is before the Haitian Revolution, but right around the time of the French Revolution. And it says, "Journal containing the complaints, grievances, and claims of the free citizens and colored landowners of the French islands and colonies." Article 1. The inhabitants of the French colonies are exclusively and generally divided into two classes: free men and those who were born and live in slavery. Article 2. The class of free men includes not only all the whites, but also all the colored Creoles, the free blacks, mulattoes, small minorities, and others. Article 3. The freed Creoles, as well as their children and their descendants, should have the same rights, rank, prerogatives, exemptions, and privileges as other colonists. Article 6. For that purpose, the colored Creoles request that the Declaration of the Rights of Man, decreed by the National Assembly, be applied to them as it is to the whites. Therefore, it is requested that Articles 57 and 59 of the Edict, the Black Code, dated March 1685, be rewritten and carried out in accordance with their form and content.